Hello, and welcome once again to another episode of Third Action. I'm your lovely host, Jason, and these are the same three peacock feathers that were here last week. In the bottom left, shining with brilliance, it's Asher Ford, Human Ranger, played by Char.
Hi, I've lost my notepad, so I'm going to have to get another one in a second. Don't know where it's gone.
In the bottom middle, still writing on his notepad, is the ever impeccable Greshy Ironroot Dwarven Druid, played by Will.
That's why I type my notes. I don't lose them that way. They're just very bad notes because there's nothing written. So, whole different problem.
And in the bottom right, doing hand signals with his feather quill, is Gunn, Shough, Human Champion of Erastil, played by Adam.
I think we're past that phase now.
You guys keep talking about it.
Oh, it's again, it's one of those things where, in principle, I like it, but doing it when you're trying to also make it people can just listen to, with the whole gesturing, doesn't it doesn't.
No, you got a mage hand. We have to each learn mage hand, and then we will sign.
All right. Sorry about the gap week, folks. Had some internet issues, but we've hopefully worked those out, and we're not going to have any kind of weird crashes during this episode. That'd be nice.
Find out when I just disappear all of a sudden.
Knock on fake wood. Cool. So last time on Third Action, our group of intrepid adventurers made their way, down into the giant pit, where the ice dragon, Archreist, had made his lair. Investigating the area, you found a massive cave network, each cave emptier than the last, but at the nexus of these caves was a mysterious formation of 7 stone pillars around a central kind of dais. Also a dragon horde on the side. You sifted through, pulled out the magical stuff amongst the horde, and then proceeded to investigate the pillars. You discovered that they were marked with the symbols of the Sahedron, and inserting each key into each pillar of the appropriate mark, you turned the keys twice and managed to open a gate in the center. Asher, full of zeal as he is, stuck his hand in just to kind of test it out.
Curious.
Full of curiosity.
As a player, not the best choice.
Stuck his hand into the portal
that I'm...
and got sucked in. Afterwards, the portal started to close rapidly, and Gunn and Greshy, fearing that they might lose Asher to the sands of time or something, jumped in after him.
Where did this time thing come from? Do we have any actual clues that indicate anything funky?
No.
Jason
not really.
Time here? No? Okay.
And we all got wild about it.
Okay.
I changed the UI to say question mark day. But
it was very concerning.
Will and I immediately were like, oh!
In any case, so you made your way into the Rune Forge. You found yourself in a kind of empty-looking chamber in a huge corridor. You went to the center. There were kind of 8 spokes around the room. One leads back to the chamber, the kind of entrance chamber. The portal seems to have closed behind you with no way out. In the center, there was a big pool of kind of rainbow bubbling liquid. And each of the other 7 passageways was marked by a full-color statue of the associated Runelord and a named location behind it. You noted that the... I don't know why I'm doing the 100% recap for this episode, but you noted that the Halls of Envy seemed to have something weird going on. There was kind of smoke billowing out. And I think ultimately you just decided to try the Shimmering Veils of Pride first, out of some hope that perhaps, since it is an opposition school to transmutation, that it may have something useful for you all. Uh-oh. Did we lose Adam? Or...
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Just making sure.
Picking some stuff up.
Private
Cool.
time.
Goodbye. Cool.
That's her ways to describe.
I'm back.
So, you guys were making your way down that hall. It is a very long hall, dizzyingly long. You can't even see, it's just one massive lit corridor.
Actually, I had a question before we go
Sure.
down the hall. Do we want to do anything with this pool, rainbow pool, first? Like,
Drink it.
touch it, or poke it, or
Do you want me to put you guys back on the
I don't know.
the Rune Forge map?
I am shaking my head because
No,
I'm.
Do you want me to poke it? I'll do it.
or
This
like
is why I'm shaking my head.
test it in
Like-
some way.
I can try
I've only
putting it in a
so many
jar.
spells prepared today, and I don't really think I'm prepared to cure poison or anything.
Yeah, there's that rainbow
have
pool
another
in the
jar.
center. But you guys you're not
Do we
very
have any
far down the
indication
hall.
What
You're
it
just
does?
down here.
Did we try
Um,
doing anything not against it?
I'm not saying we should like pour blood in it.
No. No, but like read magic aura or something.
So Gunn has kind of like stopped and turned
Alright.
back to look at the pool while you guys are in the hallway getting ready to proceed to the Shimmering
Can you-
Tales.
Greshy, can you tell what kind of magic is involved in that? Is that pool? I mean, perhaps it's all flavors and all, types, but is this our exit ultimately, or are we?
Greshy starts making his way back. Go take a look and see what's the pool about.
Okay.
The idea that it's all flavors.
Yeah, on Phelan's back, Greshy plods back into the central chamber to see the
Aye.
massive pool of liquid bubbling in the center, surrounded by the 7 Runelords. Their eyes all facing
So
the
I've only
center.
got to read aura.
And that one takes a long time to cast, yeah?
No, it only takes a minute, but I can tell specifically if it's a school, what school it would be,
Okay.
and if it's magical. But that's about all I'm going to get out of it.
Well, we can also try capturing a. Does it have any smell? This pool?
You're pretty far away from it currently.
I will walk
nobody-
back
Okay.
over with everybody.
Nobody can, like, from where you guys are standing, you can't really smell it. There doesn't seem to be any like fumes. It's just kind of bubbling there. They're all about
I
10.
will
You've
step
got like a
up to where
10-foot
I'm-
berth.
Adjacent. I will step up to where I'm adjacent to it.
Okay. You kind of cautiously step forward. Not sure what this liquid is. And you can see that it is constantly changing color as it bubbles. It's almost like iridescent. It is incredibly hard to pin down exactly how thick this liquid is. It kind of seems to be changing viscosity as it shifts and moves. But there's no scent. There's not even, doesn't even seem to be anything like any kind of vapors wafting up. It is all just kind of contained within the pool. You can look around the rim and you can see that the pool itself, it is kind of like imagine a kiddie pool with like 3-foot walls, and it's maybe about half full. And you can see kind of dark marks around. The outer wall is made of like this thick, like maybe marble. You can see along the edges of the marble where there probably was liquid in the past, but it has either been drained or has been used or has been consumed in some way or has evaporated. Something has happened, and you can see that there's like or it is just like, or it shifts in size perhaps, like mercury. It's very unclear what's happened here, but it seems to be not at like, it's not full.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, did you cast anything on it, or? Oh, Greshy is
Greshy,
actually casting the door? Or not yet?
I am attempting to see what kind of school of magic it might be, if it is any one specific, which honestly I imagine it's going to come back as all of them. I'm just hoping that's not going to like do anything bad if it does.
Yeah, you approach the pool, and close your eyes and channel the spirits of life around you, and open your eyes again and try to like see the mystical aura wafting out of it. And where most magical auras do have kind of a vague sense of color to you, this one is like a pure, very bright white. It is purely just like magical. It's very arcane in nature, but it's almost like pure arcana. It doesn't seem to be any one school in particular.
Can I?
But it's almost actually like hard to look at while you have the read aura on. It's like it's almost blinding.
That would be too. That would be just looking at white.
Yeah.
Basically, it's too bright. No.
Has anybody ever heard of anything like this? And maybe I can try and identify or recall knowledge. Either one.
Sure, you could try an Arcana check.
Okay, I am trained, at least.
I mean, anybody could try an Arcana check or call knowledge on this. 26.
I have a 26.
Arcana, a 28. But I have dubious knowledge as well.
Okay, well, I think we're already aware that we need to kind of like take anything Asher says with a grain of salt.
Never.
I generally believe Asher. I have no reason not to yet.
I'm gonna lick it. No, I'm
I haven't
actually
been
attempting
super
as well,
responsible.
I'm going to, while they're doing that, I'm actually going to take my drinking horn and I'm going to empty it out, which is probably full of stale beer of goodness knows how long ago.
Hold on.
Yes.
And I'm going to dip it into the pool to see if I can actually collect any.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna try to do that while Gunn and Asher are just doing it.
They're going to try and figure out what it is.
Recalling knowledge is only one action, so you'll be able to react before he does anything if something dangerous comes up. But let's see. So Gunn, 26. Looking at the pool and trying to recall any kind of magical liquids you've seen. The closest thing that this reminds you of is you think you've seen like some of the potions that you guys have found over the like past few months over the course of your adventuring. It reminds you of that. It like looks or feels like it's like maybe one massive potion to you. Asher, you got a 28.
My dubious knowledge.
It looks like maybe some kind of magical bath. Like perhaps you're supposed to like dunk yourself in the liquid to like maybe obtain magical powers or to cleanse yourself in some way. You're not sure if that works or is safe, but that's just kind of a vague sense that you get that this looks like maybe like a large, like a a tub almost that you could like wade in potentially. But yeah, so you both think that you both are thinking about that. It's just one action each. So Greshy is like reaching into his bag, pulling out his drinking horn.
Before we go for a whole horn full, I have some small glass vials that we could use to take like smaller samples.
You're gonna need more if you want to bathe.
Maybe
in
without
it.
touching it.
I mean,
You think we should bathe in it?
I don't know. Look at how big it is. It's like a big bath.
I mean,
you know.
Unless anybody's stopping me, I'm going to go ahead and use the horn to try and scoop up some water.
I'm not stopping.
I will
I'm not
attempt.
stopping
Greshy's like pouring out his
I
water
will
on the floor.
attempt to be careful and not touch it if possible. But I'm not sure how well I can do that. So if I do touch it, I will touch it. But
I mean, looking at it, you don't think there's any way that you're gonna like manage to scoop it without getting some liquid on the outside and potentially touching it. If you had some kind of like a ladle or some
I am
kind
wearing
of
gloves.
spoon,
aren't they fingerless gloves?
no, there's lacy, but not fingerless as far as I recall.
Oh, do you want a shovel? I have a shovel. You want to try and shovel?
I know. I'm just gonna. I mean, I'm sure I've got a mug, but I grabbed the drinking horn first, so I'm just gonna go with it.
Sure they were fingerless. Huh. I might have had
Okay.
the wrong image the whole time.
Sorry, I have to. Where was it? Lost my page. I'm. There we go.
Fingerless is not a bad idea for it, but I was picturing full, like arm length, and like it's silk on the hands, but then lacy going down, sort of deal. But
I thought they were those
and like a
tiny
very
little ones that like.
Oh no, I was thinking the full arm length sort of deal, and on the back you get the little wand in lovely embroidery, and then there's like roses and flowers and
We've all had different visions this whole time. Turns out.
See, it's the wonders of theater. The
Imagination.
Sorry, consulting the book. So yeah, you reach in with the drinking horn and try to get a scoop, carefully trying to avoid getting it on you at all. But as you bring it up, some of the liquid splashes onto the gloves and immediately kind of seeps through and touches your skin. I need a will save, please.
All right. I'm sure this will go splendid. There's Greshy. That is a total of 46. And I believe will save successes are critical successes for Greshy.
Okay, so you are immediately assaulted with like just flashes of color, like that bright white that you saw when you did read aura. You're just you're getting that, but in like every color of the rainbow, just kind of all at once. So just flickering through your eyes, you have to kind of recoil back, dropping the horn into the water. But you manage to kind of shake it off, and you feel like a little nauseous for a moment, but you manage to feel fine.
All right.
The drinking horn, meanwhile, is just kind of is just floating on top of the liquid. As the liquid bubbles, it's just kind of wobbling there on the surface. It seems to be
way to get that out.
The liquid is like glowing bright around the edges of the drinking horn, kind of giving it a kind of like a silver lining almost.
We could use the 10-foot pole to fetch it out, or we could watch and see if it dissolves into particles.
I mean, I did like that drinking horn, but I suppose if we're trying some sort of science here. I'm looking through to see, and Greshy's going through his bag, trying to pull out different things to possibly...
we've got a 10-foot pole. We can just use that to...
Well, no, to fish out more of the liquid without losing it.
And get the horn back out.
Oh, I could probably make a ladle out of my thing. I don't see.
See, that's what I was thinking about.
Is
actually, I believe, don't I have a feat that lets me just cobble stuff together? I think I took one, didn't I? Possibly. Scrounger dedication. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to still just go through my stuff if you wanted to do some more experimentation at all. Probably ought to read this. It's been a minute.
Well, my first thought was that this is some kind of potion, but your reaction makes me think that would be a bad idea.
It was a bit much. It was too intense. I don't. You know how like it's a rainbow? Imagine that, but behind your eyes, and everything was rainbow for a moment there. It was not. It's too much.
Never mind.
Do you usually have to drink potions, or are there potions that like actually are skin
Like contact
touching?
potions?
Yeah.
That
I
would
don't
be
actually
called
know as
an
a player.
oil. That would be an oil.
Wait.
Yeah, there's magical oils. They're the skin
Okay.
version of potions, basically.
You think you'd go with like a lotion? It would absorb better than an oil would.
Oil.
Anyway,
It's just what they're
Depends on the
called.
purpose, I
They're just
suppose.
called oils.
To open your
I'm just saying.
pores.
actually, my
Greshy, is your hand
thought
soft?
was that somehow this is going
Well, I
to
wear
be
gloves all the time, so.
a portal exit of some kind to return back to the rest of the world. But that doesn't. I'm not thinking that's the case now
No.
after what
no.
just happened. So if we get that drinking horn back out, if you want it, I'm happy to move on.
I mean, if you want to, if you don't mind fetching it out,
I don't mind
wouldn't mind
poking it
collecting
with
some of
the-
this and
with
seeing what
the-
we can do with it.
With the 10-foot pole until that horn is floating off of the edge by the edge of the thing, and then I'll pinch it against the
Okay.
edge,
And then kind of pry it out. Or
Mhm.
slide it out. Okay.
slide it out.
And I assume you're not touching it, you're just kind of getting it onto the floor.
Yep.
So it rolls across the stone and onto the marble tiles of the floor. And just it's there, it's glowing, it's giving off this this kind of light white glow as the liquid around it seeps into the ground.
Can I prestidigitate it dry?
Sounds like it should work.
I'd like to try to prestidigitate it dry. Is I suppose what I should say. Not sure what happened, but
How careful are you being? Because you know that prestidigitating something dry does like fling the liquid.
sure. I'm trying not to fling the cup itself. So I don't want it to be like super powerful, like purpose of getting off. Yeah, not shaking the thing, but
Sure,
trying
I
to-
just
I'm
mean like the liquid leaves the source. Are you just
Mhm.
kind of
Mhm.
willy-nilly doing it, or are you
Well, it's
trying to
just more
carefully-
like trying to get it clean enough to pick up without hopefully doing that to myself again. I am still wearing gloves, but if it's seeping through that easily, I'm a little worried.
The rest of us will stand back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going.
And I may have other ways to pick it up as well. I'm just, if it's glowing the way that it is, I'm very curious as to what that might have done to it.
Yeah, so Asher backs up. Yeah, both Asher and Gunn back up
Actually,
like 15
You'll,
feet.
you
I'll
may
hide
you may
behind
notice
good old
Phelan's been sitting back
buddy
for a
here.
while now.
Yeah, Asher gets behind the statue of Elasnist, and Gunn is over by the statue of Xander Ghoul, while Greshy begins to prestidigitate the water, or the liquid off. It does kind of splash a bit away from you and onto the ground, where it kind of bubbles a bit and then just starts to seep into the stonework. But yeah, after a moment, it takes a little bit longer than usual to dry it. It seems to want to kind of stick to the item. Is
the item still glowing?
The item continues to glow for like a few more seconds after you've got all the liquid off, but then begins to fade.
I'll
can give
let
me
it
an
fade a few more
Arcana check
seconds until it's
now.
completely. Actually,
me a
that would be.
knowledge
I
of
would like to
Arcana.
see if I can figure out what exactly is going on with this. I don't. I'm gonna re-roll that. I don't like. That was a natural
Oh,
one. I'm
natural
not
one.
happy with that. So I'm going to roll
No,
again
it seems-
with my hero point. First thing, let's go. That's a 30 this time. It's a bit better.
Hmm.
May still not be enough, but
Yeah, it's weird. It seems to be interacting with the item in some way, but you don't really understand what it's doing. You feel like you need like either more dedicated time to sit around and experiment on it, or need to read about it somewhere potentially.
Let's leave this for now.
But you've never seen any liquids that operate like this.
I'm fairly satisfied that this is not our exit.
That's fair. Greshy's going to go over to where the horn is, gently pick it up.
Okay. Yeah, you do so.
And if nothing happens,
seems fine.
All right. He's going to toss it back in the pool.
Oh
What?
my goodness. Whee!
Okay.
And then
you toss
and then
it
we're gonna
back into
leave.
the pool and it splashes.
Do you
everywhere.
not trust your horn ever again?
Nope. Greshy's going to then go over and mount up on
Okay.
Phelan.
You know,
and we're gonna leave it.
I wouldn't want to drink in that horn either after that. We'll get you a better horn.
Appreciate it.
Well, luckily you don't feel very thirsty right now, so.
Well, I have other things to drink out of.
Oh
The
yeah,
drinking
we're
horn
all
was for the
feeling
beer.
so good.
Okay.
The water skin as well. That's for the water.
And
Oh wait, yeah, I stay
now
back
we
here.
can proceed our way down this corridor.
Aye. Now we're going to
Long
take a look
road.
at Pride.
So, yeah, satisfying your curiosity,
Witness
you
him.
go back to the hallway leading down towards the Shimmering Vales of Pride. Okay. So yeah, you guys start walking, and as you're walking, you can see that there's it's an incredibly long hallway. That it's just so long that like off in the distance you can't even make out any detail. So you opt to walk. You walk. Sounds of your footsteps comforting you.
Okay.
Eventually you...
After a little bit, I'll start making marks on the wall or something.
Oh, sure. Yeah, Gunn starts
Like,
to make marks on the wall.
Indicate how
along the
far.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't you seem to be getting good intervals in between. It just seems to be a very, very long walk down this hall. Eventually, the stonework changes, and not like magically changes. I mean, there's like a transition from the kind of white stone walls of the central area of the Rune Forge to kind of nice, like square, like 6-inch by 6-inch tiles made of some kind of like maybe amethyst, some kind of light purple stone. They're very, very reflective. And placed in front of these, along the walls, are at regular intervals, like one every like 5 feet, is a single mirror, like a hanging mirror on the wall with gold trim around the edges.
Did you say every 5 feet?
Yeah, about every 5 feet or so on both sides of the hallway. Are these? They're
a lot
like
of
to
mirrors.
look at your beautiful face.
yeah. There are a lot of mirrors.
That's
down
just
here.
a lot of mirrors.
I wonder why.
As you guys are walking,
It's me again and again. So beautiful.
as you're walking, Asher, you're in the back. You kind of turn and glance at one of the mirrors, and see your reflection there. You feel dirty. You feel a bit gross. Like you never really care about your appearance that much, but for some reason it just feels like you're like caked in mud. And even you don't like to be that soaked in vile. You feel like you've been piled into shit, and are like, you just kind of have this like weird sensation of like needing to scrape it off. Like you kind of rub your arm and it just feels weird. You feel discomforted. Something about this place just doesn't really sit right with you. Greshy, you are in the middle of the pack, riding atop Phelan. As you're walking, you plod along. You catch the reflections of you and Phelan in the mirror. You've never really been one to care about your own image. You've always lived in this kind of you like the keeping up the appearance of a hobo, basically. Something about this place, it's too much. The gildedness, the amethyst tiles, it's just so pompous. You can already feel just in your gut that whoever lives here, whatever lives here, is just gonna be awful. Don't like it. There's a sense of kind of dread in your mind. You can already imagine the most pompous assholes you've ever seen, all cavorting and dancing at some kind of fancy ball, while the little people outside starve and go hungry. You also just, something about it just feels off. Gunn, at the front of the pack. As you're walking through the hall, you catch sight of your reflections in the mirrors around you. It's odd. Since you've shaved, you notice that your jawline is actually like quite sharp. There's something nice there that's been hidden for so long that you're kind of feeling yourself. You look in your like shining wooden armor, so to speak.
Polished, maybe?
Yeah, polished. It's polished wood. It gives off a slight glow from the magical runes inscribed on it. Catching a glimpse of yourself, you finally feel like you look and feel the part of a champion. This is the first real time that you've ever felt like a hero on this journey. It's just, you've never really stopped to look at yourself like this, but just something about about seeing your reflection just kind of fills you with like a bit of, you feel like you're doing good.
Just being dressed the part is not what makes you a hero.
No. I mean, you've always like been a hero, but this is the first time you like see yourself and are like, that guy actually looks like a hero. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
There's all the times that
Oh no.
just along the journey you remember being just a tad bit ashamed of the heavy chainmail and plate mail that you've worn. You remember using seeking out a shifting rune to change your appearance, to put on airs, to look like someone you're maybe not. And this is the first time you feel like you don't have to try to be someone that you're not. You just are that. Yeah, you're feeling.
Well, that does sound nice, but
you're just feeling good. So Gunn, while you're in the Shimmering Veils of Pride, you get a +1 to all checks and damage. Greshy and Asher.
Well, okay.
While you two are in the Shimmering Veils of Pride, you both get a -2 to all checks and damage.
-2?
-2?
-2.
No.
All
Well,
right.
good. Guns.
Damn, okay.
So Gunn
That
has
doesn't-
kind of
right.
like, as you're walking, Gunn is kind of like, his posture is kind of straightened up a little bit. He's looking just a little bit more radiant than usual. Asher and Greshy are both feeling like just a bit more like glum and dour as you're walking through the halls. Or through the hall.
How much
I
of
don't
this
think
are
these rooms
we
are gonna be good for me.
aware of? Because like I can see what's going on here, but
I mean, it's a subtle emotional shift.
can I tell
You
that
don't- You can tell that
Greshy
it's
and Asher are feeling very differently than what I'm feeling
give me a
right now. And
perception check to sense motive.
okay, I have a 36.
Okay. This would just be uh-oh. Is my internet dying? I'm seeing 0. That's not good.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Well, I can still hear you guys, so I'm going to assume
I
that
can hear you
meter
still.
is wrong. Okay.
And your video's
uh,
looking fine.
okay, shrug. Maybe OBS is just being weird. Greshy and Asher, what are your deception DCs? So 10 plus your deception
Deception?
modifiers? Deception.
oh. That
Why
would
is
be
it so
a 23 for Greshy.
26 for Asher.
Okay.
We wear
Gunn,
our hearts on our
feel
sleeves.
this, yeah, you feel this change in yourself, and you look back and you see Greshy and Asher both just like, Greshy's just got this like really grumpy looking frown on his face, like way grumpier than usual. Normally he looks kind of stoic, but now he looks like genuinely upset. And Asher is in the back kind of like scratching himself a little bit, like picking out fleas. Or like imagined fleas, kind of. He clearly feels like agitated.
Okay.
You can tell.
So
Actually,
I
a little
think-
bit farther back, just so nobody has to deal with this.
Yeah, he's kind of slowed down a bit
I think there's
along the way.
I think there's definitely
I'm
some
gonna
kind
put
of
you guys in the
enchantment
middle
on
of this hallway
this
so that I can actually see.
area.
You're not technically. You're much
That-
further down the hall. I'm just showing for the viewers. There you go.
Uh huh. There definitely seems to be some sort of enchantment in this area that's preying on our feelings. You guys okay?
I'm filthy.
You're
You're always filthy, though,
you're the
Asher.
same as
That's just
What?
a regular amount.
you're the same as you always were, but and you're not filthy.
How do you guys
You're just-
deal with this?
I mean, because you're our friend and we just generally are fine with you being dirty.
Oh, I'm a smelly friend. I should have jumped in
Sure.
that pool.
It must be I think this fancy area just is sort of rejecting those who are not fancy enough for it. I think that's what it might be.
Oh, is that what it is? We're not fancy enough here. And what you're telling me is that you are fancy enough.
I'm not saying that I'm. Look, I'm
Oh,
not
really?
happy. I'm not happy about being accepted here.
You're not. You were smiling. I see that smile.
This is the corridor of pride, right? The hall of pride,
Veils?
whatever you want
Shimmering
to call
veils,
it.
I believe. Of pride.
Yeah, they can call it whatever fancy name they want, but it's a hallway. And it must be preying upon our senses of ourself. So, should we try a different way, or do you want to continue this way? Are you guys going to be okay?
Well, I already feel pretty bad, so we might as well keep going. How bad could it get? If I see anyone,
Well,
just run away, because I'm so stupid.
if you feel it affecting you more and more as we go, then I guess we'll just have to stick together.
Well, why don't you continue to lead us then and just follow
Sure.
the feeling whenever it starts making you feel, good about yourself or whatever.
Yeah, if you feel better, let us know.
Yeah.
The happier you feel, just know.
Aye, it's important. Go ahead, Gunn. Lead the way.
Sounds good to me. Let's see what's in here.
Okay. You continue your way down the mirrored hall, and eventually the mirrors stop becoming just single hanging mirrors on the wall, and become actual full wall and ceiling mirrors. No mirrors on the ground. It's just fully little squares of mirror all around, and you can see up ahead. What looks like maybe a T-junction. The hall just kind of abruptly ends, and there looks like there's a path up ahead to your right and to your left.
Okay. Shall we proceed all the way to there?
So Gunn is in the lead currently.
Okay.
Have you been marking which side you've been marking as we go?
Probably the right-hand side.
All right. Seems appropriate then that we follow the right-hand side continuing. Aye?
Yeah, thus far you've just had
I think I
chalk
probably
out
would've-
in one hand. Or do you have... So, before you move
I have
any
chalk,
further...
and I would have stopped probably when we got to the part where the mirrors started. That's enough
Okay.
marking. I just wanted to make sure we weren't stuck in a infinite.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to
hall
have
or
looped.
something.
It was just a very, very long hall to get here. You're
Okay.
not sure exactly how long you were walking, but it felt like a while. What are you guys doing as far as exploration tactics go? So Gunn has been one hand just kind of marking the wall with chalk. Do you guys have weapons out? Are you detecting magic? Are you searching? What are you doing? Tell me what you're doing. Or are you just all
Good point.
thinking and being fun?
Greshy, as he's writing Phelan, would have his staff in his lap, and then would otherwise be attempting to detect magic. Can I search for traps and detect magic at the same time, or is that a separate sort of feat thing that I'd probably have to get?
Those are
That's
separate
a separate sort of
exploration
thing.
actions.
They are separate, so okay. Then
yeah,
I
separate
will.
exploration actions.
I will check for. I'll detect magic then.
Okay.
See if I
I will be
ping anything.
after we get to the part with the mirrors. I'll have put the chalk away, and taken my shield out and kept that raised in front.
Okay.
Oh
you're
wait, I
just
don't have detect magic
shield up.
prepared today.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm going to be checking for traps then. I
Checking
have
traps?
read aura. I don't know if I can use that instead.
We'll
just check for traps.
Exploration activity now.
Not in the same way, I don't think so. I think that's more targeted versus the general.
Yeah.
So Then we'll
Asher,
check for
what are you
traps.
doing there in the back?
Oh, what can I do from the back? Are there any sounds, smells,
Check for traps behind us.
footprints, traps behind us?
Yeah, you
That
can just
we've
be
missed?
on. I think that's what's.
you could be covering our tracks, and so as Gunn is going along and marking it with chalk, you just go behind
just
and start erasing the
rub it
chalk.
off. No one will find us. Not even us.
Scouting would require you to be ahead of the party.
Hmm.
Let me see if I can look at the exploration activities table. Yeah, I mean, you could be searching. Just be
Ooh.
looking out for hidden stuff and hazards.
Yeah, I'll look out for hidden stuff. That sounds cool. Hidden doors, hidden mirrors to make me feel bad.
Okay. So Asher is just kind of just eyeing
Secret
the
passages.
mirrored panels on the
treasure
walls.
ducts.
Just seeing if there's anything weird going on. For the viewers, Asher is all the way on the left-hand side here. The hallway also is a straight line. I've just rotated the map for my own sanity. So you're still you're still walking in the same direction as far as you're concerned. Okay, so yeah, you Greshy's looking for traps, Asher's looking for traps, and Gunn is just cautious out with his shield raised, stalking ahead of the group. Okay. So yeah, you reach the end of the hall, and yeah, it looks like the mirrors continue along, like both sides of the hall are both mirrored floor to ceiling, and the ceiling itself. You can see the ceiling up above is also mirrored.
It's getting a little
the
bit
whole
excessive.
hall is just kind of lit by some kind of like ambient light, almost like there's like floating lights in the room, but you can't see any kind of real source of them. So yeah, go on ahead, do whatever you want to do.
Okay. I will step forward and peek around the corner.
Okay, you step forward and look around to your left and right. Just around the right-hand side, you can see, as you step out fully, you can see you're just kind of at a dead end on either side. There are two mirrors. So one large, like, kind of freestanding mirror at the end of both hallways to your left and to your right. You stop a moment, your shield is up, just kind of blinking at your reflection. And suddenly the reflection lunges out at you. Let us roll some initiative, please.
As I say, so I haven't actually stepped fully out there, but I've definitely poked my head around the corner. I just wanted to get
so as your head peeks
lighting
around
calculations
your corner,
to change.
Sure.
Yep.
We'll put you like that, then. Something like there. But as soon as you see your reflection,
Cool.
It emerges from the mirror on both sides.
Is it kind? Happy to see him?
Dunno. Why don't you guys roll initiative and find out? Is everybody... Oh, did you just roll perception by itself? Is that what happened?
Working on it. No, I'm just...
Oh, I see. Okay. Purpose. What's your modifier? 20?
20.
Ooh. They roll better than you. Okay. Top of the round, we have the shadow guns, or mirror guns, with a 36, Asher with a 30, Greshy with a 32, Gunn with a 27. So yeah, as you peer around the corner, your reflection in both sides steps out with shield raised, and both of them charge at you. So let's see, mirror double number 1 is going to run right up in front of you, into your face. Go ahead and give me an attack roll, please, versus your own AC with your sword.
Against my... Okay. Do that. Just a second. Oh, there it is. We have a 41, which is enough to hit against my own raised shield.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage against yourself.
Okay. I have 25 points.
Okay, you take 25 points of damage as the duplicate of yourself charges out and slashes at you, bypassing your shield entirely and catching you across the arm. It's gonna go ahead. It's gonna go ahead and make a second attack. Oh, yeah. If you can reduce.
So I'll reduce that by 4. Haha.
Okay, and I guess since I can see what your modifier is, I'll just do the roll. 20 plus 27 minus 5. A 36 to hit.
Will not hit.
All right.
AC is 40.
Okay.
With the shield up.
Copy number 2 also charges forward.
Oh.
And is going to try and strike you as well. It's going to take 2 strikes, so 27. It's a 31 on the first strike, and you know what? I'm going to use... I've got a bunch of omen points. Let's go and add a 9 to that.
Oh, at least it didn't use
Damn it.
my
39.
omen points.
39 to hit is not enough. So both copies of you come charging
shield
out
block
and
that one.
swinging at you. You manage to block the strike before it connects. Asher, your turn. You see these
least
2
Whoa.
copies
my own
of
omen
Gunn
points
charge
against
out
me.
from the hall.
What? What the fuck? All right. I'm gonna try and figure out what's happening here. Can I? What do I roll to be like? What is this? What is that? Why does that look like Gun?
I will roll.
Well, it's not.
for you.
Who is that? Why are there 2? Why are there 3?
Let me see. They look like some... Either it's twins or it's some kind of weird evil duplicate. They look
It's twins.
slightly... They look slightly... Like, one of them looks slightly thinner, one of them looks slightly shorter, but they all have the exact same hair, the exact same eyes. Everything is identical.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I didn't have my weapon out, so I'm going to take it out.
So that's one action to recall knowledge on it. They seem
But
like
now
they
I
may be
have one more
magical
after that.
some way, but they look solid to you.
Okay. I'm going to take my weapon out as 2, and I can't do my 100 shot, so I'm just going to do 1 shot at the farthest left gun. Unless I have to do some special roll, but I saw him run out, so I assume not.
How come Greshy's initiative
I'm
is
not
higher
entirely
than
sure,
Asher, but he's lower on the turn?
Oh, yeah,
that's true.
Ashley's
I
higher.
fucked that up. Actually,
Well,
yeah,
never
sorry,
mind.
Greshy, it was your turn.
well, I was actually going to do a recall knowledge check to figure out
Okay.
what the hell these things are exactly, because obviously they're not Gun, but they're something. Is that the Arcana? Imagining it's some sort of magic.
Yeah,
Sure,
no
you could
kidding.
try Arcana.
Do we
I-
beat them
I
up
think-
first and then break the mirrors, or do we break the mirrors?
Well, that's kind of what
First,
I'm trying to
that's the-
figure out is what the focus should be. 38 to try and figure out what's exactly might be going on with the mirrors and such.
You haven't seen the mirrors yet, but
I-
it's
I'm surrounded by mirrors.
true.
Yeah.
I could make a deduction
well-
as possibly what I'm suggesting.
How,
Yeah,
how much do you
it
allow?
might be
Well,
reasonable
I
to
guess
try
it's-
and break some mirrors. You don't know what you've never seen something like this happen before, but breaking
Okay.
mirrors seems reasonable. You just don't know which mirrors these
Fair
came
enough.
from.
How much off-turn shouting is allowed? 'Cause I was trying to say
You get
that
6
in
seconds
character.
of off-turn shouting. I mean, yeah, you can say
break
it.
the mirrors now
Sweet.
on the end of the corridor, or kill these guys first and then break the mirrors.
Either way. All right. How big do I need to go first?
But you do think breaking the mirror, if a mirror was the source of this, that breaking it would probably stop it.
Fortunately, I can't see any of the mirrors at all from what might be down the hall. So we're going to have to. Gosh,
You know what would be
corridors always-
super annoying? If they have the damage reduction power and can use it on each other.
Silence on off turn. Let Greshy take his turn. Greshy, what are you doing?
Sorry.
I'm going to cast slow at 6th level. And they need to make DC 33 fort saves. We're going to see if
Okay.
we can slow them down for a minute.
Gunn, could you make 2 DC 33 fort saves, please?
Sure, and my successes turn into crit
Successes, I'm aware.
All right.
Fortunately, I don't have a whole lot prepared today that's going to be super benefit.
37 and a 44.
So that's
Okay,
one
uh,
success, well, 2 crit successes, so nothing happens.
Yeah, both guns look towards you, and the holy symbol of Erastil flashes on their foreheads. and they seem to just fully resist the effect.
Oh,
Awful hard to break any mirrors if we can't get past them. But that's all through my actions. Phelan can't get into position at all, so
Okay.
he's just there.
Yeah, Phelan awkwardly kind of rears back a bit. Asher, now it's your turn. You hear all that banter going back and forth.
Yay. Okay. I'm gonna assume I still did the one thing I did, which is try and figure out what they were and failed. So I will take out my weapon again, and I will still shoot the left hand gun.
Okay.
And see if I can hit him. Good luck to me, and everyone around me. You. A natural 20. 46.
46, I believe, does crit. Roll double damage.
Ah.
I don't like that guy.
well, with a nat
Unfortunately,
20,
I mean,
sure does.
Double damage.
So that's
Okay.
I have 5 points of fire resist.
okay.
That
That does matter.
comes into play.
I
And
mean, it looks like
Also, they can react to protect
only if they're within range.
only if
of each
Asher's
other.
within
And
range.
yeah, Asher's out of range.
Asher's way without
Yeah.
range.
That's true.
Okay, yeah, Asher, you land a shot. You try to go lean up against the wall to shoot past Phelan, and you manage to skirt a shot just into that the Top Gun's ear.
Top.
Ooh,
Top
Top
Gun.
Gun. Alright.
Right into his ear?
Is he alright?
Does he have an arrow in his
It's
head?
the
Is he
ear.
just standing there?
Well, no, the ear, he's standing facing you. It hits the back of his ear.
Oh, okay. So it just hits. I was going to say, I'm just that's a lot of damage. And if it just
Yeah,
hit his
like-
ear, I'm a little
Right.
No,
concerned.
it scrapes his face, hits the ear. It hurts. It's critical.
Okay. All right. I gotcha.
Any other action?
Do I do all of the stuff other than?
I mean,
No, do I have to? Does he have to do the T24?
Oh, yes,
Save?
yes.
Uh,
I think he's
He
guaranteed to
also
succeed.
there's
but...
some more.
Oh, he's on
Yeah,
fire.
that's fine. He's on fire 1d10. Also, now he is flat-footed until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
He gets to do that. So that's brand
All
new.
He is flat-footed then.
Nice.
He could be pinned to a surface if that's possible. But I'm not sure it is because he's away from.
Not from that angle, no.
Yeah, he's away from kind of the wall. All right. Yeah, that's everything that happens. But I have.
Yeah, they're all
he's
kind of crowded
flat-footed
in
now.
now.
So.
Okay. Gunn.
And on fire.
So I think the first thing
Oh.
I'm probably going to do here is dismiss pet cache so that Rock comes out. How does that work? It is
he
a
can't if there's not enough space for him to, but I don't know if Pet Cache allows you to put it someplace
he's
else.
flying. Can he
There's
fly out into the
There's
air?
not enough room in this hallway. There's just enough room for Greshy to be mounted onto Phelan, and not much more than that. It's maybe 8
Okay,
feet.
I was going to try and have him fly down and break the mirror. Also, I'm guessing that they won't have their own copies of him because he was not reflected. And I wanted to see if new reflections would appear. But
Actually, no. You could try and
Okay.
dismiss him into
If
the
he-
corner, around this gun.
around the
over
corner
here.
to the okay.
Cool.
Yeah, you
All right.
could- yeah.
So, yeah, my
that's
goal
the,
is to-
that's the closest place you could reach, is to try and dismiss him around the corner slightly.
Okay. I'll try to do that so that Rock will appear in this spot here.
Okay. So
My
yeah, you
first
you
action.
twist your body so that your cloak opens, and Rock appears into the hallway with a scree. And as he does so, you hear another scree and another scree
Okay, well that's still very good information. I will commit.
as
That's
two more
very not great
rocks
information.
manifest in the hallway.
The mirror, Rock, the mirror. So I can't see. I don't have vision for him right now.
Well, I imagine the mirror's blocked by the one that just came out.
Could be. I'll see if he can try to get to it though.
So yeah, you can command him.
I can't
try.
see. I can move myself.
You can tell me what. You can just tell me what you want
okay.
him to do. You're not actually supposed to be able to see through him.
Oh, okay. Well, I command him to try to break this mirror. So if he needs to then make a move action to try to pass this other, like to tumble through.
Yeah, you command him to move, to get close to the mirror, and you hear him just kind of flap, and it sort of lands on the ground, and it's clear that he is blocked by something. There's something in his way. So that's one of his actions is to try and communicate that to you.
Then he should attack that thing. The fake himself.
Okay, make him attack.
Okay, a rock attack with talons will go for a 27, which will miss himself.
Okay. All right. It tries to attack the other rock. There's feathers flutter throughout the hall as they kind of grapple with each other there. Okay. Any more actions? So there's one action to dismiss, and then one action to command. You have one more left.
Yep. I will go ahead and I'll strike at the self that was shot by Asher.
Okay. You turn and strike at the one that's currently on fire.
Not me. And that is, since they didn't raise shield during their turn,
yes,
and since I have a +1 to hit, that will be a 38 against the 38 AC for a hit.
Is your AC normally 38?
Yeah,
so
normally 38.
You'd actually get the +1 status bonus to your AC as well. So in this case, it doesn't hit.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, okay, so they have that as well.
AAC is a check in the DC. Yes, they do have it as well.
Fair enough. I didn't know that they had the status bonus.
Yes, they have the status buff too.
Okay. In that case, that still misses. Yep.
In which case, you should take one more damage unless you included that in your sheet. Because I forgot to include it.
I did.
When they hit you.
I did not include it.
All right, take one more damage. Huzzah!
Womp womp.
Okay. Start of round 2. Okay, you try to swing at the northern one who's inflamed. But
wait, he's flat-footed.
Oh, he is flat-footed. You're right, that does hit. Roll damage. I forgot.
19 points.
Good call. Sorry, 19? 19.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your damage resistance?
It's to slashing, so I will stab at him.
Okay, so you're doing piercing damage.
It's 4 points
try and get through his armor.
Slashing damage.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, now it's their turns. So one is a bit staggered from the arrow shot and has taken this hit and is currently partially on fire. Actually, no. Number 2 will use his reaction to reduce that damage and make you enfeebled, Gunn. So he turns and glares at you, and you somehow feel a little bit bad about attacking yourself. Something's weird about this.
In that case,
do you want to take the enfeebled, or you want to not do the attack?
I'll withhold the attack.
Okay.
I'm not going to become enfeebled.
All right.
I got number 2 to use his reaction. That's what I accomplished.
All right. Well,
and also, we know that the mirrors are still generating clones.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good thing we tested with Rock rather than Greshy and Phelan.
Oh god, the Forge has come out.
It is good to know. That would have been a whole different thing.
Okay, so whoops, I did this the wrong way. Number 1 is going to move forward and just wordlessly turn and swing his sword at you, Gunn. It was 27, 37 to hit, 38, sorry.
38 hits. Wait, but I have +1 AC too,
Yes,
so
yeah, keep your
we should
+1
just
AC, so.
yeah. So that
Okay,
that will
so,
not
yeah.
hit.
He
Exactly.
tries to take a strike at you. You deflect it with your own sword. He then how many actions is lay on hands? Is it 1?
It's 1.
Okay, he
And
does.
at this level, it's going to give 42 hit points back.
Okay, he presses his hand on his chest and casts lay on hands on himself to recover some of that damage. And with his third action, he's going to whistle, and one of the rocks comes flying over and is going to make a strike at you, Gunn. Actually, where's Rock's attack? 21. Okay.
Interesting.
That is
This is a long shot, but
37,
one of the
37.
champion
That's not enough.
things is one of the champion feats of the pet thing is that your pet cannot be made to magically compelled to attack you under any circumstances. Is that not so? Is
Doesn't
this or
seem
is
to
this
apply
not?
here? No. Yeah.
Okay.
Not my real pet.
Would have been surprised. That would have been interesting.
Just had to. I mean, I had to check.
Yeah, no, the
Sure, it's never come up.
mirror rock doesn't seem to care.
Okay.
It comes straight at you with a talon. That is a 37. That won't hit. Number 2 is going to swing away. Here. Alright. Swing. That is a miss. That is a miss. Is then going to whistle for his own rock to attack your rock. Which is... And that. One of those should hit. What's Rock's AC?
Rock's AC is 35 and his to hit
35.
is +21.
Okay, yeah, so one of those will hit. So I'll roll damage. 12 points of damage to your rock.
I'll react to reduce it.
Okay, the rock decides not to. Oh wait, you're not within 15 feet of the other rock.
I'm not?
Nope. It's the one in the
Okay.
back. You can't even see it currently.
Well, okay. I can
Yeah,
see
I
a
would
number
say-
2 there.
Yeah, you can see the very corner of the number 2, but I think not enough to actually. I would not count that
Alright.
as 15 feet. Okay,
All
take
right.
the 12 damage. Damn it. Greshy, your turn.
Otherwise we'll be
This is
here all
getting
day.
out of hand.
This is dramatically out of hand. Is the one that's next to Gunn right here, just to the north of him? Number
Oh
one,
shit,
I
he should have
suppose.
taken fire.
What was it? 2d10 fire damage now?
Oh,
Is
is
it?
it? I thought it
No,
was
Oh, I was asking. Is it
1d10.
one?
Just
Or, is it
one.
one or
It's
two?
one, yeah.
It's just one.
Okay.
All right.
He took
2d10
6
is
points of
deadly.
fire,
That's what it was.
and the fire is gone. But he's still flat.
Of course it is.
Bye.
And it's reduced by
So
5.
powerful.
Oh, right. He has fire
No.
resistance. Okay, cool.
He does.
So
Is
he took 1 damage.
is number one Gunn standing next to a mirror?
Yes, number 1 gun is. I mean, all of the entire wall.
Basically
on both
wall-to-wall
sides is
mirrors.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to attempt to attack the mirror that's right next to the number one Gunn. Basically, I want to attack the one that's reflecting that one.
Okay. With what weapon? Just your.
Just my
Staff?
staff. It's
Okay.
just a quarter staff or
Yeah. Go ahead and
Whatever
roll the
effective.
staff's damage.
staff's damage is going to be that one. 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. You swing the staff to try and hit the mirror, and there's like a very slight crack, but you didn't quite hit it hard enough to do damage.
I'm one-handed then, because I just swung it one-handed.
Yeah, you didn't quite have like the lean up or the
I will
ramp up
spend
to hit
the
it.
other 2 actions to encourage Phelan to wreck shop a bit.
Okay.
And Phelan will take 3 attacks. He's going to start with gun number 1 right in front of him. And he's going to attack that one and try him hit him. The Jaws attack, since he's presented himself so kindly.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's only a 28 to hit. I imagine that will not.
Nope. He manages to put up his sword and block the attack.
Then he will attack the
Where's
mirror
his
that's
family?
right next to that gun again.
Okay. Go and roll damage.
So the one directly to the north there. Back button. That's going to be 24 piercing damage and 4 electric.
Okay. With his jaws. It's a little hard to imagine, but okay. Yeah, Phelan.
He's big.
Yeah, Phelan's able to.
It's more the force as he goes in at an angle and kind of cracks it.
He like turns his head and like tries to gnaw the mirror.
It's almost like he's trying to take a bite out of it.
Yeah, his teeth do manage to shatter the mirror. Glass shards go falling to the floor, but nothing seems to change. The gun still stands there before you.
And with the third
hallway
action,
ahead mirrors the hallway.
with the third action that he has, how is he going to get through there? The third action he has, he's going to attack the mirror that's behind the real gun, that's across from the gun number 1, and see if that does anything.
Okay, you go and roll damage there too.
Sure.
Okay, yeah,
that is another 24 piercing.
Similar thing. He managed to get his teeth up against the mirror and slam his jaw into it, cracks the mirror, but nothing. The creature still seems to be able to. Doesn't seem affected by this at all. Doesn't seem to have
that's
adversely bothered it. We just shattered 2 mirrors.
And that'll be the end of Greshy's turn then.
Okay, Greshy.
But don't go out there. It'll clone us all.
Asher.
Oh boy, there's even more. All right, I have 2 little hunt praise to use. I'm going to use it actually against the gun I already attacked and the new rock that has appeared and is attacking gun. Going to do that and.
So sorry, you're
actually
hunting
aim
the
at
gun
the
that you were
rock.
targeting before and the rock behind him?
Yes, and rock.
Okay.
Yeah, that I can see.
All right.
I'm going to attack rock with a hunted shot. I'm on the wrong page. Here we go. A 45 and a 46.
45 and a natural 20, 46.
Good day for me.
Sorry, those are both. Are you attacking both the same target, or okay, what you just said?
Yeah, I'm
Rock,
attacking
didn't
rock.
you say? What's
Okay.
wrong? You see?
He just needs to get out of the way.
Is it
Yeah. What? Yeah. What's rock?
rock number 1, 35?
35. Okay.
So that's 2 crits, it looks like.
yeah,
that's
2
two
crits.
Okay.
Roll quadruple damage.
Okay, let's
There they go.
just go 1.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Rock does not
let's-
have anything in the way of damage reduction or anything like that.
All right. So 12 plus 8.
4 of
2
these.
Plus.
Oh
20
god, and he's
plus
hunted.
11.
That's
Mhm.
8 d8s.
8d8?
Because it's 4 d8s
Oh,
times
that's
2.
great. Oh my
Oh, there's
I
not
I
even
think
a.
it's going to be more than 140 at this. We got
How do you
let's
roll
see.
24,
custom?
27,
You're currently at 106.
13.
Is
Uh,
it-
slash
Is it slash roll D?
Plus 20 from the deadly.
Oh, that's just 1d8. Well,
Well, just
Here.
it would just be type 78.
78. Alright. There they go.
They all come out as 8s. Not bad.
Oh.
It's pretty damn good.
What else?
You have just murdered
Sorry,
Rock,
is that spare 8 part of it?
Yes, the
it
spare
is.
8 is part
Okay.
of it.
Char accidentally
Okay.
rolled the one by themselves.
I was like,
That is 149 damage by my count, which is one more than Rock's HP.
Okay.
That's
all I can roll.
You take a shot between. Ooh.
Palin's over there going
Hold on.
mad.
I'm gonna
Uh-oh.
be mean. Did you include your -2?
No.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay, so
One
one
of
of
those
those
is not a crit.
One of those is not a crit. Okay.
Okay, so it takes
What are we
out some of
gonna do
that
about
damage.
this?
I will just subtract the second
The
set of
last
damage there.
regular damage, the last D10, and the
Yeah, I'll
last
just
2
do-
D8s, I guess.
It was the first attack
should be
that
the first set
messed
of
up,
damage.
so I'll remove the second
Yeah.
damage
Oh, okay.
set, which is the 18 and the 6.
Mhm.
Um,
And the 6.
Okay, that's 24 plus
And then how
one
many?
of these.
Yeah, how many? does go
2d10 would be gone, so it'd be
2d10
only.
on.
So if you're taking the first off, it'd be the 7 to 5, so it'd be 8.
away? Okay.
And then I don't know how the
But it
d8s
still would
break down.
hit, so I just have to do.
Yeah,
Would it not
yeah.
hit anymore?
Would it be 60?
It
Yeah.
would still hit. It's
it
just
would be
not.
6. It would be 68.
Okay.
Okay, so we take off some of those d8s, so just 2 of them. So an 8 and a 4.
Sure.
So we roll back the damage.
The
Sorry.
way you're doing it,
I'm on my
whatever.
2.
It's enough.
Okay, is
I shot him a
101
lot.
damage is what I have. Okay. Yes,
He
you
has to
you
do
you
more
get
things.
one really good shot. It's slightly off just because you're just feeling shit. And
Ugh, I feel bad.
You'll need to make fort saves, if I recall.
Yeah, there's fort saves, there's persistent fire, and he's flat-footed, and I still have another turn or another.
All right,
Action.
That's
continue.
Yeah.
Oh, and is pinned if you want. There's a wall
Yeah,
behind
he
this
could
one.
be pinned. All
Okay,
right.
and I'm actually I'm reducing the damage by 6 more because of
Oh, sure, because the
you had
points.
this should be
Yeah.
-2 to damage as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
You need to be more
There we
proud of yourself, Asher.
I'm so dirty.
There was a
Hold on
glimpse
second.
of what could have been, but that didn't happen.
Hold on. I've forgotten, so I have to remember. Okay,
You can pin Rock to the wall if you want, to a mirror
I
behind
do.
him. Okay.
And I'm gonna just shoot one more time. Nah, it's a 24, 23, 22. I don't think that hits.
No, that
No.
will not hit.
Okay, that's okay.
Alas.
But yeah, he is flat-footed and is on fire and pinned.
Fire.
That's my turn.
And I assume needs the fortitude save from the.
Yeah, it's DC
For the slow.
24.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll a DC 24.
Nerd.
Oh, it's Gunn's turn anyway.
I can roll Rock's fort save, but it's 22, so he needs to roll a 1.
He needs a natural
fail it.
1 to fail it. Okay, yeah, he's
My
failed.
nerd is.
And we got some
Um,
chat points.
Good in theory.
I
Alright,
will.
Gunn.
I will attack the fake rock.
Okay, the fake rock that's beside you
My
is
long
quite
sword.
heavily injured.
And I hit. If you add 1 to that for feeling good, that becomes a 45, which is enough to crit him.
Yeah, especially since he's
You
flat-footed
murder your
currently.
bird.
Oh yeah, he's also flat-footed.
Okay, go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay, twice. For
So it's
26 and 19 is
Sure,
Yeah,
it's
go ahead.
enough.
45.
6. Not quite. He's got 8 health left. It's very close.
He doesn't need to make that fort save or be deafened, I suppose.
Yes, he does need to make the fort save as well.
Well, that's the same.
It's the same thing.
So it could be not one.
Nope. Okay.
And if he's deaf, he can't take commands.
That's true.
But yeah, you managed to get a nice critical strike, a stabbing into the fake rock. It kind of pains you to do that. Number...
They both would have their...
They both do have their reaction. Number 2 is going to use his
reaction.
reaction to try and make you enfeebled.
I will go through with it because I need to try to finish that fake rock so the real rock can go after that mirror.
Okay.
So
that reduces the damage by how much?
15, isn't it? Or it's more than that
per type by 16.
Okay.
So that gets rid of the sonic and reduces the
And adds that. Okay.
the slashing down to just 23.
Okay, so he's at 30 health. I'm saying the health because you know your own health. So.
Okay.
Okay, but you are now enfeebled too.
Yep.
As a result.
But I'll take another slash at the fake rock
Okay.
with trying to get to him here, and it's not going to work.
Well,
And then
he's
I'll-
flat-footed.
But I'm enfeebled,
Well, that just evens out then.
Yep.
That's fair.
so
Yeah,
it's
it'd be 35
off by 1.
and then -1. Yep. So you, you try to make another swing, but you can't do it. It's too hard to attack your own friend like that.
It's not my friend. These actually, yeah, I'll.
It
raise
feels
my
like
shield,
your
but
friend.
It does, but it also, I'm telling myself that these are not even alive. That these are constructs of some kind.
Mm. Okay, you try to steal your emotions. But yeah, you have those 2 actions to strike.
Yep. Third action is raise shield.
Okay. Top of the round. Okay. Gunn, what spells do you have?
Nothing super combat-y.
Okay.
You've got
Thanks.
heroism,
Nah, I'm not gonna bother with
sending,
heroism.
dimensional anchor, familiar's face.
Give me an athletics check, as number 2 is going to go and try and trip you.
Okay. Dark vision, comprehend languages, and heal round out the. Now, okay, they can cast heal in any of those slots because heal is a signature spell.
Oh,
So they can cast heal at. Got 2 third levels, a 4th level, and a 5th level that could be used on heals. An athletics check of 30 is not gonna probably cut it either.
Okay, yeah, he tries to sweep your leg with his own foot, but you. This would be against your reflex DC.
Athletics DC. Wait, you said give me an athletics check.
It's an athletics check against you
that's
rolling
his-
reflex DC.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
he's rolling
him
it.
attacking.
Yes, he's
Got
attacking
it,
you.
okay.
Sorry.
My
I would do it myself,
My
but I
reflex
can't get
DC
all
would
of your
be-
sheets open at the same time.
my reflex DC would be 31 plus 21 plus 10, right?
Yes. And if you're both getting a +1, then it'll neutralize. So yes, he doesn't. He just
Balance
quite
out.
doesn't trip you. He kind of throws you off balance a little bit. I
Oof.
guess that's just a. Yeah, that's just a regular failure then. So he tries to get you off balance, but can't. Will then go for a regular strike with the sword. That is. I should use this. There we go. Yours was a 27 minus 5. Cool. That's a 36 to hit. That's probably not enough. 37, I guess. Yeah, 37 to hit will not be enough.
Nope. Even with enfeebled is not AC, right? It's just checks.
Correct.
Not DCs.
And with his third action, he's gonna lay on hands on rock, which you said is an 8. What was the lay on
It's
hands?
42.
Number? 42. Thank you. Okay.
It heals
that
for
was-
42. Yeah.
Okay, that was number 2. Number 1 is going to... he's going to go ahead and try and tumble through. Can he? It's an acrobatics check. Sure. What's your acrobatics, Gun?
Acrobatics check is 18.
Okay.
I mean, plus 18, so...
Okay, so he rolls a 25 to try and get through. What's Phelan's reflex DC?
Reflex DC?
Yeah.
36.
36. Okay, he doesn't get through with that
That would
one, but
be
he's
a
going to use the remaining 7
fail then, right?
points. Oh, you're right. Yeah, sorry, it was 37 you said? Oh, there is no critical fail on that. Okay.
30. No,
Okay.
36 is his reflex DC.
Okay, so he's gonna add the 7 points and try again. 7. Why can't I roll? I rolled a natural 2 for 27. Okay, he's trying to find a way to slip past Phelan, but he can't. So instead, he's just gonna turn and swing at Gunn.
You'll never get me, Jason.
Plus,
I'm hiding.
It's 28. Okay. 39 to hit Gunn. I think that actually hits this time. Oh no, you raise your shield.
By 1. I raise
Okay.
shield.
All right, yeah, he tries to swing at you, but you snap, turn, block it with your shield. Greshy.
I don't have a whole lot of options for hitting things I can't see.
If we can get Rock free, he can go for the mirror.
Well,
Let's attack this big rock here.
this thing with the pride, that affects my DCs as well, doesn't it?
Yes. Yep. All checks, DCs, and damages.
Great. Well, we're gonna give this a whirl. We'll try casting Fireball. This is gonna hurt some people. Not entirely sure who, because I can't really see very well.
Don't recommend it. Well, I guess that would work.
I can aim
yeah.
there, because I can see that. So, if I target here, what is 20 feet radius?
Okay.
That's
you're
going to-
targeting in the back.
Looks like barely miss.
That looks like it hits the 3 enemies and 1 mirror, and
And does not hit anything else. Is that right?
Is 20-foot radius?
that
Yeah.
does seem right.
Okay. Yeah. You.
20 foot burst.
You maneuver yourself to the the right side of the hallway, reflect the mote of fire off of the mirror, so it kind of trick shot it around the corner. It bursts behind all of them, and they need to make reflex saves.
I DC 31 with the pride thing.
I'll roll
Okay.
2 for
Yeah, 2 for
2
Gun
for
and then 1
myself,
for
number 1 and number 2. Looks like they have 2 successes.
You don't
Yeah,
get crit successes on reflex saves, right?
I do not.
Okay, so
Okay.
they're just they take half damage, so 9 each, which
Okay.
is reduced.
But
Which
it's
is
reduced
to
by
4.
no. They didn't raise their shields, right? So that
Right,
so,
but they
yeah,
just
it's just
have
reduced by the ring
yeah.
amount.
Okay. So they both take
But there's
some
another
damage,
thing where
and then
and Rock
Rock. Yeah, Rock
has,
needs a roll.
has 1, which is 35. So that looks like 3
Also takes half damage.
Also
successes.
success. So
But at least
half
he'll
of
take the
18.
full half.
So another 9 damage, but my goal was really hoping to hit the mirror there more than hitting them.
Yeah, no,
I've only
I
got
see
a
that
couple of
now.
AoE spells.
I see that now.
Okay. Who can even see what's going on over here? I think it's just Sorry, I'm checking people's vision. Okay, Gunn, you can see that mirror at the back of the left hall seems to have like partially melted. The image is growing distorted and warped, and as it does so, two of the images.
Nice, Greshy.
The northern, or the gun and rock that came from the left mirror both fade away.
Well, that's something right there.
Oh, you still have.
With one action, I'm trying to figure out what I want to spend it on. I don't think we can get Phelan to squeeze through here past number 2, can we?
Ooh.
Can you squeeze at half speed, or is that like an action thing to squeeze 5 feet each round? Or
it's
each
difficult terrain
action?
for each square that he has to squeeze. So he could do
Oh, well, then that makes this easy.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, well, that's easy. He's got 50 movement speed right now.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe
wait,
it
does
won't
Gunn still
spawn
have
copies
his...
because there's no space.
Gunn still has his difficult terrain thing as well, right? So it's 30, 35 to get to here.
That's still fine. Well,
Maybe it won't spawn copies because there's nowhere for the copies to stand.
I see.
That's
Sorry,
what
you move into the hall, and as you do so...
I did.
That mirror can't see him. I
Things
call BS. That mirror sees
start
him.
to get squishy as...
Things are a little weird back here.
The rocks kind of get pushed into each other, and Greshy and Phelan emerge from the mirror.
How does it see him around the 2 giant
So I just
birds?
realized I put a time limit of about a round because there's a lot of spells.
Yeah, Greshy.
What's your initiative modifier?
I was initiative
so good in the first half of that
perception.
turn.
is going to be 23.
Okay, 23 plus 10 is 33. All right. So the rocks are kind of both bunched into each other. They're kind of both pinned. They can't really move as the Greshy and new Phelan emerge from the mirror there.
All right. And I
And
guess
it can see that there's enough of a reflection of him in the mirror that it's able to do that. That's how the mirror world works. It's fine. Don't worry.
His
Fun.
toe was there. It knows him.
well, Phelan's going to take the one attack that he was going to take on gun number 2, fake gun.
Okay.
Not worth it.
I mean, he's there. What's he gonna do? Sorry, move back. Anyway, it misses, so.
Okay. All right, Asher, your turn.
What's going on?
Don't suppose you have any bank shot feats.
Oh, that comes a few levels later.
You know, you could just run out and try shooting mirror.
Why not?
I hear
Why
all
not
that
go up against a
ruckus.
complete copy of our entire party? Right?
All we have to do is hit the mirror.
Yeah, you hear Greshy shout that.
Give me a second.
Got one shot. One opportunity.
You gonna make it count?
Are you gonna throw away your shot?
So, fine. I guess if it
I'm
sees my hand,
jumping music
it knows
all over the
it's
place
me.
here.
I just want to see how many. This would take far too many turns to do. Let's see. Oh, I still have this. Ooh. Alright. So you say that the mirror.
There's a mirror at the end of
think
the
I can do
hallway.
this.
Shoot it.
So, Jason, you say the mirror can see Greshy, right? That means I should be able to see the mirror.
No.
Wait, what are you...
If the mirror can see Greshy, so if
So
If you move
what
here,
you can't
yes.
see,
Yes.
what you can't see is that there's a mirror at the south end of the hall.
Mm-hmm. Which they've told me they can see. Greshy, can you see
Yes.
the mirror?
Aye.
Wait, how do I? Yeah, I can go through my
would have to-
friends.
You could go through your friends. You can't
It's-
go through Evil Gunn.
Yeah, so
So
I
you have
can
to go up
here.
and around.
Yeah,
Aye.
this is going to take me 2 turns to do, no matter
Or
what.
2 actions.
2
that
actions.
weird?
Yeah, 2 actions, and then for my final action, because
Shoot
can
the
I
mirror.
see the mirror?
Yes,
Is
you
the-
can
I-
see
I
the
can see the
mirror,
mirror.
and you can through all these people. There's enough of a glimpse of the mirror back there. There's a reflection of you in it as well, but it doesn't seem to be coming out or doing anything.
Mhm.
It's just
Use your points.
The mirror cannot make a fortitude save. Objects can't make a fortitude save, right?
objects.
They just if you throw something at it, how does that work? Like a spell. If a spell went after it.
You tell me what spell you're trying to do, and I can tell
So
you.
I'm trying to
if
use Ring of the Ram. It is one foe that I can see within 60 feet, and it must attempt a DC 22 Fortitude save.
I don't know how to fail that, aye? And it's force
Yeah,
damage, isn't it?
Mhm.
That is a good.
It would definitely hit.
Recognition.
I know I've read the rules on whether or not objects can do fort saves. I'll see if I can find it, but yeah, you could definitely do that.
Okay. It must attempt a DC 22 Fortitude save. Otherwise,
I guess it normally
gonna
that
say, what's the
ability normally
damage on
targets a
that?
creature though, doesn't it?
Well, this is a pretty hostile mirror at this point.
you've
consider it
allowed
full.
me to target inanimate.
I have
objects
allowed you to
before with
target
this,
inanimate objects.
So I don't
before,
know if
yes.
you're going to retcon that.
No, I won't retcon it. Yeah,
'Cause I'm like,
I'll allow
if you
to
did,
do
I
it.
would change my whole turn.
No,
Okay.
no, you can definitely do
Uh,
it.
So it works like a normal roll 2d6 if one action spent, which it would be, and also pushes the object back 5 foot. And it does crit success, success, failure, critical failure type things.
Okay. Okay. I think the Pathfinder 1 rule was that they get it based on the item's level, if they're magical. And unattended item, if they're non-magical, they just get a... They always fail. But this thing is definitely magical, so it will do a save, but it is merely an item, so let's see. What's the DC?
22.
22.
Budget
Okay.
crit succeed.
Well, it depends on what its save is. Who knows?
Okay, it successfully
Probably pretty
saves, but it does take the damage. So I mean, it'll take half damage, right? So, roll damage.
And it is still pushed half the distance.
Can you push it off the wall?
No, the mirror is very strongly mounted into the wall.
Adhered. Makes
So
sense.
it takes 4 damage, force damage.
Okay.
And it's pushed.
Yeah, you try to blast the Ring of the Ram towards it, but the mirror wobbles a bit, but the damage doesn't seem to be enough to get through the mirror's hardness.
That was a good shot.
It
I mean, a good
was.
attempt.
I like the idea.
I felt that was better than maybe taking a shot that would miss. Now it is done for how long?
All right, Gunn, your turn.
Well,
Everybody's crowded in this hall.
Come
given
out, my
what we know
child.
my first priority is to stay within 15 feet of all my allies.
I think you're good.
My second, I think I'm going to trip the other fake gun because he gave me a very good idea to do to myself.
Okay. Go ahead and make your athletics check versus his reflex DC.
It's 35 versus a reflex DC of 31.
Okay, you successfully... I was just looking at Trip. I think he just goes prone. Yeah, he just goes prone. Alright, he is prone. You managed to sweep his leg.
How
He
does
just kinda
disarm
grunts,
work?
He hits the ground. Disarm is you only get the disarm on critical success. It's also an attack, so you take a -5 to it. It's probably not a good
Okay.
idea to attempt unless you've got some buffs. Unsuccessful
Crit fish, I guess
disarm,
it
it
has
like
a-
loosens their grip, and on crit success it removes it. And it's an athletics check to do. But you've currently got a shield in one hand, so you'd have to drop the shield.
Yep. Okay. Oh, it has to be a two-handed thing?
You need at least one hand to...
You have to have at least one hand free.
Oh, interesting. You can't just do it with like a weapon.
Unless you have a weapon that's specifically designed for
as the
disarming.
disarming.
Aye.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Well, thanks for the rundown there. I think I will... If I think our
you actually...
aim is basically just to...
You technically need a hand free for trip, but I don't believe in that, so that's fine. You need a limb free. I'll allow like trips.
Sweep the
It's
leg.
okay.
Well, it's only fair since they just did it
Yeah,
back to
yeah.
me.
That's what I mean. I already did it before, it's fine. Maybe I'll say no in the future, but...
Yep. I would be fine with that.
Seemed like a fair trade.
I feel like I could try to make a... I feel like I could try to make an acrobatics move to try and move through this huge crowd all the way to the mirror, but that would be kind of...
I'm not even sure how you
don't
get
think
in
it
there.
would
Tumble.
be very reasonable. So, the two rocks are currently taking up, like, all of that space. You'd have to, like, squeeze really hard to get through there.
Okay. I'm gonna... if I can't see the mirror, the second mirror from where I am right now, can I?
No, I don't believe so.
Or the Greshy, or the Phelan,
Nope.
or even the other rock.
You
Okay,
can see some reflections of them, I think, but...
Well, maybe I'll step this way,
Okay, you step to the opposite side
And
of the hall,
then-
and you can now see a bit of the mirror.
raise my shield,
Okay, you raise your shield.
keep my shield up.
Okay.
So that next turn I could potentially try a ranged cantrip on the
Everybody
mirror or
else.
something.
No, this might
Wait.
hurt a bit.
Did you just do
Hold on
two
tight.
actions? You tripped.
No, he
moved,
tripped. That
raised
was the
shield.
third
I
action.
tripped,
Okay,
moved, and raised
Aye.
shield. Yep.
got it. Okay,
Nice step there.
the Gunn's turn. He is going to get up, turn, and swing at Asher. I can.
This isn't the first time I've been hit by a gun.
That is a 40 to hit you, Asher.
It is a hit, but not a crit.
Not a crit. Okay.
I'll react, reduce.
Okay. Asher reduces some of the damage, but you would take 15 plus 3. So you wouldn't take any of the sonic, and you take
It would actually, that's enough to reduce to
all of
zero.
it. Okay. Yeah, you don't take any of the damage then
Yeah,
as it glances
Is it-
off you.
Low
This
roll.
is nice. That's better than the crit I took from Gunn himself in that one
Although-
battle.
I maybe should have saved it for the AoE one on the Greshy's turn.
See what
Oh,
happens.
wait.
Okay.
Ha ha ha. I can do it twice now.
Hmm. So he's struck. He is going to. That's good here.
You can always hit Greshy. Greshy's right there.
He'll go for Phelan.
Okay.
Not the dog.
Phelan's also right
What's
there.
what's Phelan's
I'm
AC?
not enfeebled
They're
anymore.
about the same to hit. 34. Same as
34?
Greshy's actually.
Oh, okay. But with the -2, that's not enough. He got 34 exactly, but it's 32.
Oh, it'd be it'd be 32, but no, Phelan's not affected because he attacked Phelan, not Greshy. He did not describe Phelan as being affected by the AC or the pride reduction.
Oh,
It's a level
correct.
plus
Phelan
2
is not affected. Yes.
cap. So since we're 14,
So
it's reduced
I
by
was
16
going
now.
to say
But
that
it's
his
per
AC
type.
would be lower, but it's not affected, so it's
I see.
fine.
Okay. But yeah, so yes. Okay. That was 1, 2 actions.
I thought that was 3 because he stood up.
No, those 3. Those
Yeah.
3. He's dead. Yeah. Okay.
posted up.
All right.
Text.
Hey, fake Greshy is going right before real Greshy.
I noticed. Spells are in Discord.
Oh goodness.
I've used 2 already, so you are down those 2, but there's some other options if you are interested. Some very not pleasant ones for us. 6th level?
Yeah, let's go. He's gonna cast. Yeah, what's Sunburst? What does that do? Does that do damage?
That's a big AoE damage. That's gonna hit everything.
That's what he's doing.
All right.
He's gonna cast. What's the range on it?
How big of a burst is it? Is it going to break the mirror?
Range is pretty big. Hang on, let me pull it up. I actually don't think I have it in my thing yet. Burst.
I can pull it up too.
It's on my phone.
Burst.
I don't have it. It's a huge burst. We're talking that's going to fill the whole hall.
That would be a little bit crazy. He's not going to do that. Chain lightning.
That's why I was suggesting this. That's why I said 6th level. That's what I was talking about.
Okay, yeah, chain lightning instead.
Not that I'm suggesting anything.
Could you roll it for me?
Sure, perhaps. Let's see. Well, actually, I think that's a saving throws, if I recall correctly. But let me get.
Could you put it in the chat and then.
Chain lightning. There we are.
Just any number of additional creatures. Just
Maybe.
keeps arcing.
It just keeps going until somebody crit saves or it runs out of valid targets.
Okay, so we'll do rock first. Give me a reflex save.
If it rolled twice, take the first one.
Yeah, rolled twice.
Rock
That's 56.
Ah, you did. Okay.
Electricity damage.
56 chain lightning.
DC 33.
Let's use
Rock will take a
points
-2 because he's kind of pinned here.
Point of order, is it DC 31 if it's also affected by the same thing Greshy's affected by?
Oh, yes, that's true. It is DC 31.
Okay.
Sorry.
On top of
Gunn,
which,
you're
I'm going to
using
use the +9 to boost Rock's reflex. So hopefully we can crit save this bitch and get it under. So that becomes not a crit success, but
Not crit.
So 29.
Well,
I like where your
reroll it.
head's at though.
9
Let's reroll it.
Plus.
You're gonna. You're gonna use your hero
-2.
point.
Yep, I'm going to hero point to reroll that.
Oh.
And
Okay.
no better.
You get to pick,
No.
yeah. But
No.
Yep.
It's still.
It's still only a 38.
Yeah, 38, 32 because he's in this kind of trapped space where he can't really move very well. But that will succeed, so he'll take half damage. So half of 56. Oh, sorry.
28?
No, yeah, 28. Okay, it'll jump to.
And actually, I'm definitely going to be resisting this with the area to everyone. Well, actually, Greshy's too far. I can't do that. The Greshy.
Fake Greshy is too far.
At range.
Yep.
Greshy's
Okay,
too
it's
far.
gonna arc to Greshy.
Okay. Greshy's going to, it's not a bad idea. I'm going to use my 9 hero points as well. See what happens. Reflex save.
Oh, come
That was
on.
really necessary.
yay!
So let's be clear here. I did tell you to go looking for the 6th level spells, to tell you to go get the chain lightning.
You could have
It's almost
done
like Greshy knew
Sunburst.
exactly what was coming and was prepared to avoid it.
Oh, damn it.
Just suggesting.
A
Yeah,
trap.
okay. Yeah, Greshy, you knew he would try this immediately when he saw him. So yeah, natural 20 for a 44 plus 9 from the points.
It's what Greshy would do.
53 points.
Mirror Greshy was even thinking that he'd avoid hitting Asher second just to avoid the reflex crit, but alright, fine.
Aha!
There was the double thinking going on of Greshy thinking what he would think if he was in that situation, knowing what he was going to aim for.
Damn
I've
it.
seen Asher jump around.
And then he'll have
Well, he's still got third action.
He'll command Phelan. Phelan will attack Brock twice. Just give me 2
okay,
attacks.
All right, so first attack, second attack,
Natural 20 on. And
natural
a
20 on the
5.
first attack, and a 5 for 24 on the second.
Okay, that is some damage. 25 plus
Aren't you an
22
amazing
plus
rolls
6
either?
plus 1. 98 points of damage to Rock. as he's kind of pinned there, can't really move, and just gets chomped
98?
into. Yep. Oh, I
Doesn't
can't.
seem like a 98.
No. Undo that 98. Sorry, I left my calculator.
I was gonna say what?
54. It's
I was
54
gonna say
points of
it's-
damage.
Terrence, I mean,
Yeah,
if
it's
Rock
like,
dies,
oh,
he dies. But good
Those
God.
numbers.
Oh boy. Okay. That is his turn. It's real Greshy's turn now.
All right, real Greshy's turn. Well, this is going to be annoying trying to hit a freaking mirror from here.
I have a do I not get a doppelganger?
You haven't noticed a doppelganger review appear.
How interesting! The room must be full. We've done it, everyone.
We've run it out of mirror. I'm sure if we just kill them all, there won't be any problems. All right. I don't have a lot of great hitting thing spells, and I need to hit this with something. I suppose we're going to do electric arc. Actually, am I even in range for electric arc? I think I'm not. Would you consider that to be 30 feet?
Yeah, I would consider that to be 30 feet.
It's on the far wall of 30
It's
feet.
on
but
the
it's 30 feet.
it's on the edge of 30 feet, but
Okay.
I mean you can yeah.
Then
Also, you
I'm
can
going
put
to-
yourself in this square.
Oh, that's true. That would actually make it even easier.
Yeah.
I'll just do that and then arc it to Greshy because, fake Greshy can go bite it.
Okay, so you're arcing it to
All
the
right.
mirror, then to fake Greshy.
I am going to bounce it from the mirror after hitting the mirror to fake Greshy.
Okay. And this
So
is
fake
a
Greshy
saving
will need to make a
throw.
reflex save.
Yeah, what's the
It's a
reflex save
31
throw?
DC.
Okay, the mirror fails the save.
My reflex is. All right, so it takes 25 electric damage.
Okay, the electricity shocks the mirror, and as the electricity's running its course through the mirror, you see the mirror start to spark and like sizzle, and bits like little fissures start to open up, and the whole thing just kind of shatters forward. As it does so, before the electricity can arc to fake Greshy. Sorry, which one's these is real? Okay, all of the duplicates in
The
the
real
room
rock is gone.
The real
Fade
gun is gone.
away, and combat is over.
Except for this one.
This is our new friend.
oh, yeah,
Gun
sorry,
We've
that
Review.
adopted this one.
Oh,
No, that one
goodbye.
also
I
fits.
wanted gun too.
I miss
sorry.
him.
It would be like little gun, mini gun. I'm assuming this was the slightly shorter gun because you said there was
Top gun
slightly
and
shorter and then a
minigun.
slightly like thinner.
Yeah, so if you were like looking closely at the reflections, they're like slightly distorted and they're all like mirrored. So if you have like a scar on one side of your face, the scar's on the opposite side.
Oh, that's disconcerting.
I didn't get one. I didn't get a mirror, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, Asher. I suppose we should have sent you forward first.
Well, I don't know. Perhaps the room was just
Actually,
full
would have
and-
been pretty feeble against Asher. He just like 2 shots and then boom. If he was the only one in the front.
I was in the back.
Just bad luck.
Okay, you have a moment of silence fills the chamber as
well-
we're all just kind
Well
of
done, everybody.
Well,
Is this the end of the chamber?
I doubt it. Oh, how's everyone doing?
Including you, Rock. Rock is the only one who's hurt bad.
Yeah, I'll go over and I'll give Rock a bit of healing, and
Thank
I'll
Rock has like one of his
Excellent.
wings is slightly lower, and he kind of moves it forward. You can see the blood dripping from where
Oh,
the
buddy.
mirror Phelan bit him.
Sorry about
It's like
that.
slightly singed from the electricity.
That was a bit much for you. But here.
good.
Okay, you
Still.
cast Heal Animal, giving him almost full hit points. He's like 8 short.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Thanks for coming out and helping us, Rock. You did good.
Sure, you didn't deserve it.
Fluffs himself up
Well,
and
Now that you
just
see where we are,
sits down. Rock just kind of sits in the hall.
yeah.
There's not
Yeah,
really enough
now that
room
you
for
see
him
where
to-
we
He
are.
can't even like really stretch his wings out.
What do we do here? Go through the mirrors? Is there anything behind them?
So the
I
two
suppose
mirrors.
it's worth looking.
So the mirror at the north side is like slightly melted, and the mirror at the south side is just fully shattered. There doesn't seem to be anything. Well, you can see like the backing for the mirror behind it, the silver, I don't know, plating. I don't know what you call that. The silver backing behind the mirror. Yeah, you can give me perception checks, I guess. If
To
you're
search?
if you're just going to try and search around.
I will search around the south mirror.
Search around the top. Mine's less.
And
though.
I will look
Mine's
for
3.
any sort of hidden passage
I think she'll
beyond
know.
while we're at it. And
Okay.
36.
Okay, so Gunn, you're kind of searching around at the southern end of the I'll call it southern. Yeah, I guess there's no real sense of direction in here anyway, so sure. Arbitrary
The
south.
downside.
Asher is searching at the north end of the hall, or the left end of the hall, whatever. And while they're doing that, Greshy, you notice something weird. The mirrors in the corners of the halls are kind of like wobbly. There's like that kind of sensation where you're like looking at heat ripples. They're just slightly wavering.
Oh, I see.
And it looks like I'll kind of roughly mark them, but these two areas here seem to be perhaps false. You hop
Greshy
down
will
off the
walk over and
phalanx
kind of I press on the one to the north near Asher and see if it moves or what it feels like as I touch it.
Okay. You initially like touch the stone, or not stone, the mirror, and it feels shiny. But as your eyes kind of focus on it, your hand starts to slip through, and you can just feel through the wall.
Gonna pulling my hand back quickly before I go all the way through.
Oh,
I found one. I think there was one
Get
down by
sucked
Gunn
in.
as well.
I'll
Gunn,
see what Greshy's doing, and I'll try to
I checked the wall next to you.
touch this mirror as well.
Yeah, you do the same, running your hand along the mirror. Again, it feels like it's solid at first, but then you kind of press, and your hand goes through it, and you can feel that there's nothing on the other side. You pull your
I
hand back.
see.
put our face through it.
We
One
should
door
stick
for the
together,
poor
though, right?
people, and one for the fancy pants.
Asher, you stick
Well-
your face through, or
That's-
I'm scared.
okay, you don't have to.
Yeah.
All
Should
right.
I asked Greshy, should I stick my face through?
I'll step in this way
Oh,
first.
Gunn's just gonna
I
go
will
in.
say that. I'm saying that out loud.
Okay.
I'll step in my side. You guys watch what happens. I'll update you. Okay.
All
I
right.
try to step
Okay.
in, but I can't move through the wall.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you're going to try and walk through. Sorry. Okay.
Well, yeah, sticking face through sounds like a weapon or something, and make sure you can take it back out.
Okay.
Then,
You
but yeah.
step
Greshy will start
through the
moving
wall,
down towards.
and as you do, you enter or you see what appears to be a massive golden cathedral. The floor is all polished marble with like a thin gold sheen on top of it, and mirrors everywhere, floor to ceiling. Up above in the chamber, you can see massive chandeliers hanging overhead, and there appear to be a few people clad in what look like fine purple robes, currently sweeping about. You can also make out what appears to be a massive I don't know what's going on here. A massive golden statue that appears to be of what you can make out here. It looks like the tail of a peacock. Sorry,
Alright.
so as
I'll
Gunn
say-
steps through, was anybody else doing anything, or?
I was waiting for him to come back out.
I'm not going to come back out, but I will
Oh.
say to come in, and I'll take one step forward to make a little bit of room behind me.
Can we hear him when he says that?
Yeah, you can hear him.
All right. mount up on Shaylin and we'll follow through. Down to the south, unfortunately, I'm not.
Rock will follow behind. Is Asher going in as well?
Yeah. Well, I was just actually gonna poke my head in this one. Poke my face in.
Yeah, you can poke your head in, and you can also see basically a similar sight. It's just a massive chamber.
Okay. Well, I'm not convinced that this is the same chamber. Oh no, I can't leave. Alright, so I'm just gonna go down.
Same thing, good.
Gunn, are you walking in?
Big chamber.
I'll make room behind.
Okay. Let me not put Asher inside the wall.
Love being in the wall.
Okay.
Whee!
But who are these people? What do they look like?
As
I'm
you
sure they're
walk
new
in,
friends.
one of them in the center of the room stops his sweeping, turns to look at you, and begins just kind of walking over. You can see, let's see, do I have art for him? I should. Name? Okay. A man clad in blue noble robes with a very fine purple cloak begins to make his way towards you. He seems jovial. He's got blonde hair, some kind of gem or diadem. Perhaps initially he thought it was a tiara or a circlet, but it's actually the case that the gem is embedded in his forehead, and it just has this kind of gold trim around it. And as he kind of walks towards you, seems to have just kind of a kind smile on his face. He says in Thessalonian, greetings. Welcome to the Shimmering Vales. Are you here to pay respects to the peacock?
I don't understand Thessalonian, so I'll hold up a finger and ask him to wait. Once everyone is around here, I'll go ahead and cast a comprehend languages up to 4th level to hit all of us.
Oh.
So that we can all understand.
This make this a lot easier.
Him for
Are they
an
gonna
hour.
actually walk out, or are you guys just hiding in the corridor?
Oh no, I mean, suppose we could come out.
Okay, you make your way out, and Gunn motions for a moment, signaling you guys to stop, and casts comprehend languages on the bulk of you.
Which he has to be speaking to us when you cast that. You have to be hearing the language, I guess.
Or you could just have Asher speak
Yeah,
Thessalonian.
I mean, while you're getting ready to cast it, you hear him in Thessalonian say, "I'm sorry, what are you doing? Are you here to disturb this place?" You just catch the end of "place" as he's talking to you. Asher, you can understand roughly what he's saying, but it actually becomes more clear and specific once Gunn is finished casting.
Oh.
So you
No.
find yourself not having to actually translate in your head. You were doing I don't know, if you ever listen to if you've learned Spanish in school and listen to people speak Spanish, if they're speaking too quick, you just can't. You catch a couple of words, you're like, ooh, I think I know what they're saying. But here you suddenly can now understand him.
I'll say, no, I'm terribly sorry.
Doing
I couldn't
in the Rune
understand.
Forge.
I couldn't understand what you were saying until just now. Can you repeat that, please?
I said, welcome to the Shimmering Vales. Are you here to pay respects to the peacock?
Not particularly, but neither are
I
we.
don't see why not, though. Pretty, isn't it?
Neither are we hostile to you.
He looks at you kind of
Now
curiously.
look around. Are all of these guys exactly the same person?
Yeah, you look around. You look to the guy who's to the right, about like 30 feet away. He's sweeping. He's kind of turned away from you, but just as you look at him, his head turns and sees you, and it looks like this guy's exact twin. You look across the room to the north.
And they're all wearing the same clothes, exactly.
Two more of them. Yeah, they all seem to be wearing the exact same outfit. Perhaps minor differences, but yeah, they all seem to be the same person, or very very uncanny relatives.
Well, we wouldn't mind learning about the peacock and what it is you do here.
Well, I'm sorry, but Master Vraxaris is a bit busy right now, so unless... Sorry, where did you say you all came from?
Galarian? I don't know, Sandpoint?
Galarian?
I held once upon a time.
The world
He kind of
outside.
struggles to say the word Sandpoint. He doesn't seem to know, like, you said Sandpoint in
Marisia?
common, and he doesn't really...
Aye. It doesn't translate as well.
Yeah. You come from outside the Rune Forge?
Yes.
Who called you here? He kind of looks at you quizzically.
The peacock spirit? Maybe?
Technically.
I wasn't sure if you were going to bring out the actual feather or not.
I mean,
Are
I
we?
wasn't, but
I forget who has.
I don't know who has it at the
I
moment.
hadn't thought
Yeah.
of
It's in the bag,
I-
probably.
It's in one of our bags.
It had been Asher's. I don't know if you handed it to Gunn to write those questions last time. I don't know if you took it back.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was.
We would have just put it away
It's up to you.
back where we normally
I'll
been
let you guys
keeping it.
choose who
All right,
has
Well,
it.
so I have
it would
a-
be. It is in
Asher
Asher's
has it.
bag because
Yeah.
Asher's got the bag of holding that I had
Well,
had. So.
I would take it and go and show the peacock feather. This seems like the place to show a peacock feather.
Technically, I
Na-na-na-na.
suppose we were called here by the peacock.
His eyes widen a bit. I didn't believe you at first, but truly, you're here by the peacock spirit. That's great news. That's wonderful news. Everyone, come gather round.
Oh, dear.
And you hear
Oh,
the others all start to come over. Oh, yes. And they all have the exact same voice as him. Yeah, there appear to be 6 of them. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Ah,
travelers from the outside. The outside. Yes, the outside. And as
I
they
would
get
like
closer,
to
they start to
tell-
speak kind of more in unison. But go ahead.
I was going to say,
Oh.
are any of these illusions? Do any of them appear to be? Are all these actually like genuine copies or twins, or are these just like magical duplicates
are they mirror people?
Yeah,
or
give me
actual
a-
illusions?
Sure,
That is
give
the
me
specialty
a
around here.
Perception check to try and seek for differences. See if you can
All right.
tell if these are illusions or not.
Fair point.
I maybe tell if they're the shorter, taller sort of variants with mirror differences. 34.
Sure.
That's what that's going to
34. Okay. You try to, like, you start by looking as they're talking and walking over. You're looking for, like, at first just like the kind of telltale signs of illusions, like things like images clipping through each other and sounds not being quite synced up perfectly. But none of that seems to be there. you look at their faces, and they all, unlike the mirror copies that you guys just fought, these don't seem to have the same kind of distortions caused by the mirrors. But what you do notice is that each of them seems to be perhaps a very slightly different age of the same person. They're all roughly the same age, but you can see one's got like a little bit more stubble grown in, one's cheeks are like a little bit like hollower, one's eyes are like a little bit saggier than the others. They all seem to be at slightly different, like maybe within the lifespan of like a couple years of each other.
Okay.
But they look real to you.
He look
This one's
basically
so fun.
human.
Oh yeah, this is a
Astra's
human.
just going to.
He's got
Astra's just going to bluntly ask, "Why do you all look the same?" Sorry, not to interrupt. Continue. I'll do the
Why
thing.
do we
after.
all
chanting at us.
same? So in unison, they all say, "Why do we all look the same?" Because Master Vraxaris made us this way in his image.
Oh, how fun!
Of course. It would make sense you would try to make things look good like himself.
Lovely.
Now,
And
if you are here, they all say in unison. I can't do 6 voices at once, so just imagine, please.
mhm.
I should have gotten like a voice filter. Since you are all here, you must have gotten a sign from our Lord Xander Ghoul. Is that correct? He
I
has
think
awakened,
so.
yes?
Oh,
No, not
I don't know.
not
I
as of
don't
yet.
know.
but
Not
we
to
are
my
working.
knowledge.
They look at each other kind of
On a
they seem a little
task.
bit disappointed.
Mm,
Well,
we're working to understand ways they might be brought back.
True.
I see. Well, Master Vraxaris is busy at the moment, but you are more than welcome to use our halls as a place of respite. Come. Why don't you pay homage to the great peacock spirit? They all say as they take up like a V formation. They all turn, kind of clasp their hands together, and like kneel on the floor. We have just finished cleaning for the day and are ready to begin our prayers. Master
Grand,
Vraxaris will be with you eventually.
How eventually is eventually, do you think? When's the last time you saw Master Vraxaris?
Master Vraxaris has been busy for the last few cycles. We will see him when it is time.
Out of curiosity, not that I would ever want to disturb Master Vraxaris, which direction would he be toiling in? So I know where to avoid.
Master Vraxaris is in his chambers currently. We cannot allow you into Master Vraxaris' chambers. He has given us explicit orders not to allow anyone to disrupt him. But you are more than welcome to wait here. He will come soon.
Oh, sure. Great. Wonderful.
They all just kind of sit with their hands over their laps, looking at the peacock statue.
How many targets does chain lightning hit? Just out of curiosity.
What?
Unlimited, technically.
Oh, okay, interesting.
It only ends when somebody crits saves.
Oh. Wow.
Or I run out of valid targets. I can't hit a creature more than once.
Right.
But
I mean, these
theoretically
guys,
could hit all
these guys
6
are
of them,
not
but I'm not planning to. I don't.
probably real.
They're
But
not
how-
doing anything.
I'm
How
sure they
long-
will be difficult if we have to be difficult, but I don't want to
They
be
just
difficult.
No,
want to
I know.
pray. Why would you kill them in their house of worship?
Well, they want us to pray.
Is it an
Um,
option? Asher's like not going over there.
But
Asher is like kind of retreated into a corner of the room. And while over here, the mirrors along the walls kind of catch your eye, and you turn and look at them, and you again get that like sensation of being kind of slightly
Ugh.
itchy or
Is this-
dirty.
entire room mirrored?
Yes. It's got like a massive vaulted ceiling. It's a good like 60 feet tall. And
Oh, well, that's
it's
somewhat
very,
nice.
very
at
large
least.
room.
I would like to, as casually as possible, take a gander at the mirrors and see if I can find any more that look similar to the ones that were hiding the entrances to this chamber.
Okay, you're just gonna try and well,
Casually,
at a quick glance, you don't notice. Oh, sorry, you mean the which mirrors?
The
Oh,
illusion.
the ones along the wall. I was hoping to see if there might be other exits out of this chamber.
Ah, I see. So at a glance, you don't see anything, but yes, you could you could try to go around and start searching.
I as casually as I can, kind of
Okay.
admiring the.
You're trying to make it look like you're
Room.
like sightseeing
try
and
to-
just enjoying the room.
ask.
Sure.
They don't seem to
I'll try and
bother
keep
you.
their attention.
Okay.
And I was going to ask them, maybe look around. Do you mind if I take in the marvelous sights?
As long as you do not disturb this chamber, everything shall be fine. The Roxaris copies say in duplicate.
How long have you been here?
Us? We have been here since our master created us. And we will be here
How
evermore.
long is that? Do you know how long that has been?
Time has no meaning in the Rune Forge, they all say in unison. Only study, dedication to the craft.
It doesn't. What does that? Time has no meaning. Time is not.
There is no
Interesting.
sun and moon here in the Rune Forge. You do not need to sleep.
I see
You
that.
do not need to eat or drink. All you need is study.
How often do you prepare new spells for casting?
They kind of look at each other.
When studying in the Rune Forge? Once per cycle?
When enough time has passed, yes.
So time does exist.
Yes. Though it is a thing that you
Okay.
must come accustomed to in the Rune Forge. We have been here a very long time. We can feel how time moves here. Master said it was different on the outside. But we have never been.
Really? Where has your master come from on the outside? Do you know? I suppose that's a silly question. They speak Thessalonian.
Yeah.
So-
They mention
He
a
must be
city
from
name that you've never
Thessaly.
heard of before. You assume it is some Thessalonian city.
Well, it wasn't named after one of the Runelords. Some-
No, it is. It must have been probably, you assume, a smaller city.
Okay.
What's Asher doing? So I know Greshy is going around the room and checking for weirdness in the walls. Looks like Asher just walked across. What's he up to? Oh, you might be
Gunn is
muted.
asking some questions. Damn it! Am I muted? No,
No,
I
you're
shouldn't
not.
Oh,
be.
now I can hear you. Sorry.
No.
Yeah.
It looked like you were
Okay.
moving your mouth. I couldn't hear.
I'm like, clearly they can have a chat while they. So I'm gonna come over and ask. I want to know what the mirrors outside were. And we're like, what is the purpose of the 2 mirrors in the hallway outside?
Master Vrexaris built those. 3 of them say in unison as they break away from the conversation with Gunn to talk to you. They are to protect this place from those who would desire to steal our secrets. But you were brought here by Xander Ghoul. You are different, so you will wait.
I will wait. So the this quill, is this Xander Ghoul's quill?
It is a quill of the great peacock spirit. All followers of Xander Ghoul were destined to have a deep connection to the great peacock.
Okay, that's just
If-
an answer.
If the great peacock
Kind of,
brought you
I mean-
here, it could only have been to assist us in our quest.
What is your quest?
To stop
Holy Grail.
Ghaul from reawakening.
Yeah, that's also my quest. Do you know how?
They look at each other and then look back at you. You'll have to speak with Master Vrexaris. He is the one who has been planning. I know he was seeking
But
souls like you from the outside who could help. It is fortunate that the great peacock spirit found you and sent you here to assist us.
but we have to wait.
Yes. Master Vrexaris should not be interrupted. He does not like being interrupted. His
How will
study
he
is
know we're
very
here?
important. He will know when it is time.
Been here studying for many cycles already, yes?
Yes, but study never stops. He is making plans.
If study never stops, then how will he never will see us, will he?
He will see you when he deems it ready. The great Vrexaris knows all, or can know all. Has the
Then
capability to know
study does stop.
all. Study pauses. Study does not ever completely stop. There are always new things to learn. But once he has
All right,
learned
fair
what he
enough.
needs to learn for now, he will return here. He is busy on a very important project and must not be disturbed.
So we can still speak. We can still choose to speak common, right?
Oh, actually, sorry.
Well, under the effect of comprehend languages.
I didn't even think. Ooh, does comprehend language actually not let you speak it?
It does. It
Let's see,
does.
it does?
The
Okay.
advanced one does.
Let's see, understand. Oh yeah,
like
you can speak the
version
language. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, you could choose
Yeah,
to
I
speak
heightened it
common
up to
if you want.
4th level.
Yeah.
So
Yes, you can choose to speak common.
okay. I'll say. Then we'll have to speak common among ourselves. I mean, do you think we should wait, Greshy, or should we? We have several options here. We can wait, we can go back and try a different route. Or we can continue to investigate here until these fellows become upset.
On the one hand, if they're enemies of our enemies, but on the other hand, if we can't convince them to have us talk to this master of theirs, then there's no point unless they're going to teach us or tell us what they've researched themselves, which, judging from their lack of ability to think for themselves, I'm guessing not so much. You can always ask, though.
Yep.
And yeah, Greshy, while you were doing the lap around the room, just kind of glancing at the mirrors, trying to see if there's any secret passages, you didn't see any.
Next
You
place I would check
there
would be
could
the
still
actual...
be, but you haven't noticed them if they're there.
I would check the statue then next and see if I can see anything, perhaps a passage underneath. Perhaps you have to put 3 triangles into certain conditions so that it just moves itself. I don't know.
Yeah, the statue itself is on a massive wooden platform that's kind of multi-tiered. So there's like some steps leading up to it, and then it's just a gigantic peacock statue made of like complete solid gold.
Ostentatious. Much like everything else.
Not surprised. I suppose I might as well even ask them here. Are there any other chambers in these halls of pride? Any waiting chambers or...
This is where we
Have you ever
wait.
been out of
chambers?
this room?
We have no need of leaving this room. Master Vrexeris
Greshy's
comes when
gonna
he
leave.
needs us. Okay. Greshy just walks out.
They're useless.
Well, I'm going to ask them one more thing. I'm going to ask them,
Go ahead. So,
have they been to any of the other sections of the Rune Forge?
They look at each other.
Outside the halls of pride?
No. We have no need for such things. Master Vrexeris commands us to stay here. We are guardians of this domain,
Okay.
not the others.
The other domains have their own guardians?
One of them shrugs. I assume so. But then again,
If your master...
the other students are not as intelligent as Lord Vrexeris is.
If your master desires to interfere with the resurrection of Karzug, why do you not war within the Rune Forge with his own personnel?
You will have to ask Vrexeris that.
Okay.
We here at the Rune Forge are dedicated to study.
I see.
You kind of get the sense that they don't have the full history of what's going on within the Rune Forge to really know. They just kind of give you a vague answer to cover up their lack of knowledge.
Mm-hmm. And I guess, do they know anything about how to use, or what the purpose is of the pool in the central hub area?
They look at each other again. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about. You'll have to bring that up with Master Vrexeris when he is done.
Fair enough. Well, that's all I've can think of to ask them.
We have to wait here, or can he leave this chamber and go elsewhere?
Who's he? Lord Rexaris?
Yes, sorry.
We can let you, if you may do as you wish. He can find you wherever you need him.
Yeah. Alright, so
Oh, okay.
he'll come out and chill with us, I guess.
Then I guess shall we go back to the
But you
center
should all
and-
really stay here and help us worship the peacock spirit for a time.
We must continue studying. When Vraxaris wishes to see us, he can come find us and interrupt our study. I'll give him my permission to talk to us.
If you all wish to study, one of them stands up and comes and takes your hand, Gunn, and leads you over towards the mirror, one of the mirrored walls. There is no better place to study pride than here in the Shimmering Vales. And he kind of gestures eloquently towards the mirror.
Well,
Stay
no, that's
here and
apparent.
meditate with us. There's no need for the other wings of the Rune Forge. You have all you need right here.
Oh, I'm sure all these sins have their lessons to teach us. And I will extricate myself.
Very well. That copy of Rexaris goes back to the others and gets into his kneeling position to pray.
Good luck with your prayers, lads. I hope it goes well and all that.
Yeah. Apparently, no help there.
Oh, you didn't want to stay with your fancy friends there?
Right, as you all
What
pass
is that
back
supposed
through
to mean?
the fake walls into the chamber behind.
This was a lot of time to do nothing.
Well, I mean, we learned a few things. We maybe know a little bit about what to expect in some of the other wings now. I'm sure they'll be different, but I think they will likely have common features.
Terrifying mirrors that make copies of everyone.
Oppressive effects if you don't meet their standards.
I find it hard to believe I've met their standards, and that's why I didn't get a reflection.
Asher kind of glumly taps one of the mirrors that he's standing next to in the hall.
I'm the dirt child.
Shall we return back to the center and try a different path?
Sure. We can always come back here. It seemed safe enough, at least.
Yep. And random question: are the regular mirrors that Phelan broke on the wall still broken?
Yes, those are still broken.
Okay.
For what it's
All right.
worth, your comprehend languages spell is probably going to run out shortly.
Oh God.
How long did we? It lasts an hour. How long did we?
I don't know. It's a long hallway for us to be back.
This hall
Yeah,
alone
that's
is
a long
probably like an
hallway.
hour.
I can do 2 third-level ones again
Oh, that's fair.
for you and me.
I'm still learning with
But,
Asher, but it's just still a little slow going.
Well,
All right.
apparently time is meaningless, so we'll learn.
Okay, and with
that
that,
is a
as you
curious
guys
thing to say.
continue into the hall, ruminating on what you've learned today, I think that is. Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but we got to end the session at some point. I'm like, trying to find a stopping point. That'll
we're
do
way
it
past
for
time.
today. Yeah, we're way past time. So, cool. I hope you guys enjoyed your little glimpse into the Shimmering Vales of Pride. And you'll stop by next week for whatever the hell these guys are going to do. Thanks for playing with us. Have a good night.